Hello guys and welcome back to another FPL video. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, but I decided not to upload a repetitive video because I think that we needed to gather some information around the international break in order to provide you with the best tips that we can and with the best solutions that I can provide to you. And I didn't want to be as repetitive as it goes. Now the international break is over and the players that were going to be injured during the games are already known and I can discuss them in my team. So here you are seeing a blank page of absolutely nothing. This blank page will be filled with my wildcard selection for the upcoming game week 8. Yes, that's correct. I've activated my wildcard, so you are going to basically see a wildcard selection. I'm still within the rules of World Cup winning nation. Uruguay, Argentina, Brazil, Spain, France, England, Germany and Italy are the only 8 nations that I can pick players from. I cannot pick players like Haaland, Semenyo, Salah, Bruno. Yes, those players are amazing and they can get you the big points, but I cannot own them. So comments like get Haaland, I want to, but I can't. So yeah, let's focus on the team that I've built with my restrictions. So I think it's going to be interesting for you to follow through and why I decided to do this. This is with game week 9 bench boost in mind. Of course, if there are some injuries, I can postpone it until game week 11. And both weeks work fine for me. And I have a nice bench cover for every player that might get injured. We are starting with the goalkeepers as per usual. Donnarumma, Everton at home 5.7. I don't know if the prices are... I think they are the same because I don't think there were any increasements in the last couple of days. But regardless, Donnarumma 5.7, a pretty amazing keeper. I have 1.4 million in the bank, so I have an okay route to some players that I want. But yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I have a duo of Donnarumma and Areola. The main guy that's going to be in goal is always going to be Donnarumma. Areola is the cheapest playing keeper that I can personally afford. So Dubravka is out of the question for me because he is not of the World Cup winning nation, while Areola is French and he is 4.3 and I can rely on him when Donnarumma is having a hard fixture. Probably I would still rely on Donnarumma, but I can rely on him on the bench boost. And game week 9 and game week 11 are good fixtures for Areola to be a keeper that I rely on. Donnarumma, on the other hand, is one of the only assets in that Manchester City defense that I can get, and I want some of that defense because I think he improves it massively. I think that Donnarumma in general is probably the main reason, together with Haaland, why City will be in the title race this year. For me, he was amazing for Paris Saint-Germain, and he is the main reason they won the Champions League. He made some absolutely impossible saves, especially against Arsenal in the semifinals, and I think that Donnarumma is the reason that they won that UCL. And I think that yes, he can make mistakes, but he makes more saves than mistakes, which is very important for him. I wanted to get someone like Gvardiol, who is in a good form, but I cannot reach Gvardiol, so Donnarumma has to be it. On West Ham defense, I'm not pretty confident that they will get a lot of clean sheets, but with time they will improve, and when they improve, I think that Areola will keep some random clean sheets, and hopefully one of them will be during my bench boost strategy that I have. Next up in defense, I have these defenders. I've opted for double up from Newcastle, an Arsenal player, a Chelsea asset, and a Bournemouth asset. Now, there are defenders like Van Dijk. There are defenders like Frimpong. There are defenders like Anderson. That is pretty popular. Alderet is pretty popular. But my strategy is as it follows. I'm aiming to have 3 Arsenal players in the following fixtures. I think that their fixture run is amazing and I need that triple up. Most of the people in the community that I see are with a double Arsenal defense. I'm not going to gain some rank if I do this. I want to exploit their attack. I feel like Arsenal will improve attacking wise a lot when Gyökeres keeps scoring, keeps getting the opportunities. Someone has to assist him. There are some out-of-the-box shots. Odegaard is injured, so one player in particular in midfield that we're going to discuss is there because of that. And that leaves me with one Arsenal defender. If I was going with two Arsenal defenders, it would have been Gabriel and Saliba, and it would have been nailed as it gets, and I would play on. But for me, Gabriel is the only necessity that I need from that team. He has a pretty high ceiling. I was discussing Raya and deliberating him, but his ceiling is 7 points. Let's say he in general, and 6 is most of the time what he will get. And even if he concedes a goal, it's a 2-pointer, while Gabriel can get 4. He can score, so I think Arsenal defender is better than Arsenal keeper. And if I want one of them, I will go for the defender. If I want two, yeah, the keeper works, but for me, 2 defenders even better. Now, Gabriel, Fulham away, brilliant start. Then we go to the next differential portion of my team, the double Newcastle defense. Not a lot of people are going with double Newcastle defense, and now Livramento is injured, Lewis Howe is injured, Schär, Botman are injury prone, so Burn is the left back, Trippier is the right back, and I think that's it. And it's pretty comfortable because Newcastle and Bournemouth rotate well, and when there are hard fixtures for Chelsea that I have a defender for, Newcastle play well. So I can have double Newcastle defense with Arsenal defender, or I can bench both Newcastle defenders and play my Bournemouth and my Chelsea defenders. You're going to see in the second portion of the video, I will put it into the AI generator, and we're going to see how the team looks in the following weeks and how I can adjust it. But for now, I think that's a nice push and I can have it pretty well. Speaking about Cucurella, I think that Chalobah is a pretty interesting pick, but he isn't as nailed as Cucurella, and I think that Cucurella needs to be here. 6.1, it's a lot of money, but I don't have anywhere else to spend that budget, so Nottingham Forest is a pretty easy target, in my opinion, and Cucurella fits the bill perfectly here. From that Newcastle defense, I would like to own Livramento, I would like to own Schär, but both of them at the moment are, first of all, Livramento is injured, and secondly, Schär is not in a European winning World Cup winning nation, so I cannot get any benefits from that point, and I can get the 2 Englishmen, and I'm happy days. The defender that I should have bought a long time ago, Senesi, is here to cover. Yes, he is a good defender that I can opt in every week. Basically, that defense, I can opt in from any of their defenders. We have 3 defenders that are in a brilliant defense, 1 attacking fullback and 1 defensive contribution defender, and I think I have it spot on. In game week 9 and in game week 11, those teams have a pretty good fixture run that I can utilize, and I can have a very, very good run in that period. I like it a lot. I don't know if that's the most feasible time or not, but for me 9 or 11 are the bench boost window, and that defense boosted a lot. You'll see in a second when I go through the team and adjust it during the weeks. Next up in midfield, we are going with 4 midfielders, 1 on the bench. We have Enzo, who is with an injury, so I don't know what's the exact status, but I want Enzo in my team, and Enzo is my route to Palmer. I will sell one of my forwards, I will sell Enzo, and I will get Palmer and a bench holder. When that happens, I want to have played my bench boost and rely only on 14 players, 13 outfield players, discard the last one, and yeah, I will have a playing player like, let's say, Krupi Jr. when he gets the odd minute here and there, but I don't want someone that is in that good state all the time. So Enzo currently is a great asset to own with Palmer being absent, and then he's my route to Palmer. I cannot afford Bruno, I cannot afford Semenyo, Kudus, Salah, Gakpo, all of them are out of the equation, and that leaves me with a lot of Englishmen, and those Englishmen are Gordon, Eze and Saka. I already discussed that Odegaard is going to be probably injured for a month, and that means that Eze is playing in that attacking midfield role, or he's playing in that left wing position. And when they face the low block, someone with some so good long shots, I think Eze will be very, very beneficial for my team, and he's my hidden gem in that department. Of course, I can go for Declan Rice. He takes the set pieces, but I think that Declan Rice is someone that I want to rotate in and out, in and out, in and out, while I want to catch on the rise of Eze. Saka, for me, he's the captain's choice, and for me, he's the safe guy that I can opt for in the next 4 or 5 weeks and rely on him. Of course, Saka is very injury prone, and if he gets injured, I can easily move down to Rice and I can be safe of his minutes, and Rice will take every set piece, probably will share them with Eze, and I think that then we can have a nice interchange between players. So I have a really nice movement from Saka to someone from Arsenal without hurting my team that much. The last player here is Gordon, and I know that not a lot of you are fans of Gordon and may resolve to ultimate, but I am pretty occupied with the 3 spots in the forward line and I don't want to make any changes out there as of now. But having Gordon, penalty taker by the way, yes, he's 75-minute player at the moment, but I think with time that will change. And when Wissa returns, ultimate may become also 75 minutes player. And yeah, I don't want to adjust that Newcastle position. And for me, Gordon and Saka, when Palmer becomes fit, are going to be my trifecta of differentials, where other players just don't own them. Yeah, they can get one of them, but they will hardly get to anyone else because they will own Haaland. They will get, let's say, Saka or Palmer, and then they cannot afford Semenyo, Eze, Gordon, the other Palmer or Saka. I will be pushing in that direction. Of course, players like Semenyo, Haaland and Fernandes are going to be hurting me week in and week out, but I'm willing to continue taking that bet against them and push with my team. I have triple captain, I have bench boost. I think I can catch up to the other players. The last player that I haven't spoken about is Lucas Paqueta, and a lot of you will say, but you're not playing a penalty taker, and yeah, that's my regret not playing him. But if I have an injury in my team, I'm pretty happy to slot in Paqueta. And on the bench boost, like I explained with Areola, I can rely on 9 or 11 with good fixture, Paqueta to deliver some points. Penalty taker sometimes get the defensive contribution, an auto assist here and there, an auto goal here and there. I can rely on him to get me some returns, which will be pretty amazing for my team. Now, this is the structure, this is the team. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe. I'm pushing for 5k. I'm very close, but I'm hopeful to reach it before the end of the year. Sorry, let's see where this will lead us. But yeah, I like a lot that lineup in the midfield. I have 3 confirmed penalty takers, 4, sorry. No, 3 confirmed and 1 50-50. Enzo is on penalties, Gordon is on penalties, and Paqueta is on penalties. Saka might be on penalties, you never know with these Arsenal players. But now I have full force of penalty takers. And speaking about penalty takers, moving up to the forward line, we add another one with Mateta. I add another player from Chelsea's team, Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro is facing the team of Nottingham Forest. Sorry, here I made a mistake. It's not Fulham, it's Nottingham Forest. But yeah, having Nottingham Forest here with Enzo Cucurella and Joao Pedro, I think that there are going to be a lot of goals in that game. And the main striker, who is Joao Pedro, I think will benefit the most out of this run. Speaking about Mateta, yes, he has a hard fixture, but he's on penalties. Crystal Palace are the second non-penalty expected goals team in the league after Manchester City, and they've played some difficult oppositions. Bournemouth is not going to be an easy target, but it's still at home, so I think they can have some upper hand. And he's on penalties, 1 penalty scored, and we are in the money with Mateta. The last player here is Jared Bowen, and with Fulkrug with an injury, I think that Bowen can operate in that striker position, and when he scores a goal, he gets the bonus. And I think that in the next 4 weeks, I can rely on Bowen, I can rely on Paqueta. Then when the tough fixtures come, I'm selling Bowen, I'm taking him out of the team. And Paqueta remains my operator on the defensive contributions, on the penalties, and on everything as my bench enabler. Or I can play him week in and week out in a 3-5-2 formation, or even in a 4-4-2 going forward. So my team is perfectly structured. I like it a lot. Let's go and see in my partners of FF Hub how the team is looking and how I will be adjusting the squad and where the expected points are. But for now, Enzo stays in the team. If he is confirmed out, I might consider taking him out and playing Paqueta there and just enabling one more spot in that team. I'll make discussions, but if he's going to miss only 1 game, I can rely on him and just use him on my match boost in game week 9, which is going to be ideal. Trippier, of course, is not nailed every time, but I think I'm taking a slight risk in order to push for some higher beneficiaries, and I think it's going to help all of us if we look for those different picks. If I were you and I was on a wildcard, I would have prepared Haaland, Semenyo and Gabriel as my spine, and then I would have moved to Newcastle defender, then I've added a Chelsea asset, then I would have added a City asset, no, probably some cheap enablers, so on and so on. But I have the money, I'm spending the money. Oh, in my team, I still keep some money for Palmer when he returns. I think his price will continue dropping, and hopefully my team will rise in price. This is the team. Let's go and see what FF Hub thinks of it. So here is how my team looks, and the AI hates it, and I can understand that. I'm not owning the Haalands, the Salas, the Mateta, the Semenyos, the Bruno Fernandes, the Isaacs, the Gyökeres. Foden is some pick that I'm missing, and I'm a little bit hesitant why I am missing it, but it's because that Marmoush is coming back, and when Marmoush is back, I don't know if Foden is going to play regularly, and I don't want to lose the what's called the why is he with Captain's Armband? I don't know, but I don't want to lose a transfer there, and I would want to get up ahead. Players like Trippier is with limited minutes here, that's why it's calculating at 1.2. Burn, I don't know if they are expecting Newcastle to concede. Enzo, because of the injury. Gordon, because he's subbed off early. And Eze, I think that there are some issue with the minutes here that are not discussed. But yeah, this is the team. Paqueta is going to be my bench over Enzo. If Enzo is doubtful, yeah, I forgot the word doubtful, I will put Paqueta in and just not play with the game. But honestly, I don't know how Mateta is with 6 expected points, while with Saka is with 5.2. Regardless, I think that this structure is going to suit me nice. Moving into game week 9, we have a nice squad here. And here I have my first issue. That team has an amazing fixture run, and that's why I'm planning to use my bench boost in game week 9. I'm saving it here, and I think the bench boost improved my team ranking to 90 because I have Forest, Leeds, Fulham that are without a striker, Sunderland, Crystal Palace. It's an easy run for my defense, and I like it a lot. Moving then to game week 10, we have Spurs versus Chelsea. I can opt for a Spurs player. On here, what I can do is opt for Trippier. Yes, I will be playing my double Newcastle defense against Bowen. Do I care that much? No, I will play it and I will risk it. Then in game week 11, I have Brentford. I have another week where I would like to bench boost. Wolves, Brentford, Sunderland, Aston Villa, Liverpool for Donnarumma is harsh, but in attack it's Wolves, it's Burnley, it's Brighton, it's Sunderland, it's Brentford. So maybe game week 11 is better for a bench boost for me if we drop Donnarumma. I don't know, I will think about it, but yeah, game week 9, if I don't bench boost, I would play probably Senesi over, I don't know over who, honestly, I don't know over who. We'll see over who, but I need to play Paqueta over someone. Over who? I have no idea. My attack here will struggle a bit because of Mateta against Arsenal, which is not optimal, but it's Mateta versus Arsenal or Donnarumma versus Liverpool that's holding my chips, and it's probably to play it in 9 because I will get all home fixtures for defense apart from the goalkeepers. I'm getting all home attack apart from Leeds away and Arsenal away. I don't expect a lot of from Mateta regardless, so I think I'm in a good run. Here I would have saved some transfers, and probably from game week 12 onwards, I will start moving players around. Game week 12 is a week where I will be probably looking to bench Gordon, but here Palmer might be back. I have no idea. But yeah, the defenders are going to be pretty easy to bench. Going to bench it like this. Going to bench it probably like this. And I will play the week. And I will be pretty happy. But probably some transfers would have racked up and I will be looking to buy another player. But yeah, overall my team looks amazing on paper. But paper is nothing. And I kept losing on paper. The AI hates it. But yeah, I like it. Game week team rating is 89. When I don't own the most popular players in the game, 89% is like the top that I can aim for. If we go to AI transfers, everything will start suggesting to me Haaland. It will start suggesting to me Salah. Semenyo, sorry, Timber is highly. I cannot get him. So yeah, those are the proffers that the teams that are the points that are given to me. Semenyo is expected lower on points. I don't know why, because he's improving in price. So yeah, I like it a lot. I like my team. I want to hear your opinion about it. If you have anything to add or some player that you know my restrictions are not limiting, please suggest it. Only apart from Foden, I am not missing anyone, and I like it a lot. This is going to be the it from me, guys. I don't think I will be uploading anything because I will be doing a live stream and we'll have discussion about our and my team, and we'll see all the news there, and UCL content will be coming your way, so stay tuned for that. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Join my mini league, subscribe down to the channel. You can join the Discord. We are having chats daily with all the topics that you want. Even women UCL fantasy is a topic there, so if you are a fan of it, come and join, and you have people helping you. Once again, thanks so much. If you want to use the tools that I'm using in FF Hub, don't forget to follow the links down in the description. They will get you 50% off until the end of deadline of game week 8. That's pretty important. 50% of deal is gone after game week 8. So if you want to join in, now is the ideal time, and you help me and you help my partners grow in and if you don't like it, you can always request your money back. They have the money back clause also. All of those brilliant stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being part of the community. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.